Hello and welcome to Trains and Viatic and our Boxing Day stream. So, hi BT, hi Graham, good to have you all there. We're a little bit laggy behind today. I think it's about 10 seconds, but I'm not sure. But today, I got some invisible kits to build. If I do that, I can completely vanish. So if I go to a buff camera, we can see the kits. So let me quickly drag that to there like that. I can see what's going on. Make that a bit bigger. And if I go onto this one, I can show the instructions. So make your builder yard, cut all the stuff out. Cut all the windows out and stick them together. Make the revolving door, put the revolving door in the thing. Build the structure. Make the floor, stick the floor on. Put the floors in the building. Add doors, where we have a choice of different doors. Add the roof. Add the interiors. And then glue the building together, stick more roof on, stick all the bits together, add details, and there we go. So if I go back to the top and go on to that one, we can see what's in it. So I've got two of these, so that we have one that way, and we'll build a nice little street. I hope everyone had a good Christmas. I hope everyone's got what they wanted. And let's see what's in the box. I'll be doing it one at a time, so see how long this one take, and then I'll go on to the second one. So throw that over my shoulder like so. So we got one sheet, which is one building. Then we got another one, which is corner building and the next building. Then we got doors and windows. Then we have windows. Then I have laser cut parts. We have more laser cut parts. We got some die cut parts. And then we got some parts to cut out by hand. Then got more cardboard parts, and then for instructions in a weird format. 1, 2. So that's instruction sheet 1, which then lead on to instruction sheet 2 and instruction sheet 3. First thing I need to do is disappear for a second to go and grab my scissors. So I'll keep on talking to you and grab my scissors. It should be just over here. And here's my scissors. And I'm just coming back and just about to reappear. I know I originally said 12, but I was having a lazy morning, so I decided against it. So let's get started with Windows. So we've got score marks, whereabouts it make it an opening thing. So what I'm going to do is course chaos over here and grab one of my straight edges. So the idea is to just mark it, but don't go through it on the score lines. So we've got the same to do on that. And that. And that. And that. And then just start cutting it all out, do my normal trick of cutting just inside the sheet, apart from on the doors where I cut on the line. All the windows have the numbers on them. Nice that there's different type of windows. So this kit is one a modern city would have all the windows boarded up. Because I want the bottom line to be straight on these, I'll use my scalpel. So I think my nieces did a very good job with pulling out the names from the hat. And I'll run through the winners again later on. I think doing the windows is the job which takes the longest amount of time, cutting everything out. And I'm not expecting many people today because in America it's still morning. A lot of people are travelling today. Lots of people will be setting up their kids' new toys. And lots of people have other things to do today. But I'll get this one done. I'll see how long it takes to build, and then I'll decide if we do the other half or not. I forgot to cut the bottom of this window, so just the doors I need to cut a few lines, so I'll do that with a scalpel again. It's just gradually going through, sorting, cutting the bits. I think I have had this kit sitting around for about 2 years. Maybe a bit longer. But it was something I always wanted in my city, and this is going to go just behind the main station. So that when you're looking at the station, you'll have cars running in front of this, and we'll have a lot of life around it. So rotary doors, it won't cut in between each one. That looked like the last bit, yep. And then just trim the top off. I've always find it easier to leave one side attached. It always make it easier to keep track of the bits, and they're less likely to go flying everywhere. And I always cut slightly inside the line for most of it, because normally the windows only just fit on the sheet they're meant to go on. One thing I need to start doing is deciding which bits of the leftover are recycling and which bits are general waste, and treat them in the right way. So we're doing pretty well with this. So cut the bottom. So tomorrow I got the pantomime, which I'm looking forward to, which is Robin Hood. Then I don't have much planned for Tuesday, then back at work on Wednesday, so put those to one side. These are cut out in a while. That go to one side. So we've got two different type of doors here. Oh, I need to cut the doors out. Why do you do this, bots? I go and press remove on you. I then go and report you as unwanted content or spam. Report. And you just make it worse for everybody. You don't gain anything from it, apart from pissing everybody off. So undo these. Yeah, I reported it. Just get everybody to report it. It's nice that the bots have the time to actually check in on me, but they can take a flying leap. I think that's everything. So I think I'll come back to put the windows in the frame as we need them, because that's looking a bit more complicated than I'm particularly in the mood for today. Ah, no. That's just confusing. Let go on by making a door. Oh, hi, Donegal Dad or Mark. I hope you're well. Did you win anything? I've got my sheet somewhere. No, Mark, you didn't win anything this year. Oh, I think I see what they're wanting done. It's designed so that you can make a mistake or sits. So I just need to adjust the lighting slightly. And that haven't done anything. Yeah, well, I forgot you won last year. So time to start making a mess. Too much glue, like we all expect from me. Yeah, Christmas Day wasn't too bad. We had everybody over, had good food, drink, and fun. Little helpers weren't too bad. Everybody managed to walk out, so got to be a good one. How was yours then? I got most of my presents sitting next to me. And I've already lost a window. So, move all these bits till I find the window. Make sure I haven't dropped it on the floor. Decide it's going to be inside the building, so it's not a problem. If I find the missing window, I can put it in. If I don't, it's not the end of the world. Oh, good luck with that. Should be quite good. And that goes there. That goes there. Glue go there, there, and there. That goes on there. And that goes on there. Then I sit here for the next 5 minutes waiting for the glue to dry. So next we're on for grey bit. My most favourite thing, if I can get my hands on it, is something for my 3D printer. I just dropped stuff where I shouldn't have. There we go. So while this is drying, I'll put that in there, and I'll quickly show you what my favourite present was. We all know I have my 3D printer and I got the black filament for it. This is quite a nice filament as it's rainbow coloured, so as it print, it put different colours in, which then means I have something which look quite pretty. And now I've got this, I'll be joining for 3D printer addition and picking up a few additional filaments. So put that there, that's drying. So we want this sheet. Release it at the bottom. I also got some camera bits which I wanted, so I got another Gorilla Pod. As in the playroom, I've deliberately left the old curtain rail up, so that I can hang stuff from it. The first thing I'm going to be designing is the top of the flats I did. And then I'll look at some things for my so that's a corner, that's a straight, and that's another corner. This is a very confusing set of bits. And I think all of these need to be needed. So just to remind for a few of you out there, I'll be taking a fortnight off after today. And yeah, I'll be taking a fortnight off. Okay, I'm getting really confused by this kit. So I'll show you whereabouts I am and go and get your opinion. So we've done for doors. So it's saying about the strengtheners. Have I just taken out the wrong one? Yeah, I've taken out the wrong one. That's why I'm getting confused. As it says, sheet 1, sheet 2. So put that to one side and attempt number 2. So start off with 2 main strengtheners, fold and glue the inner tab. You'll end up with 2 strengtheners with double thickness folded columns. corner. Main strengtheners. Okay. I'm beyond confused with this, so it's strengtheners together with the folded back corners against it. Ah, that makes sense now. Or it just about makes sense. So I need to replace my blade. Not like I have a complete box over there with more blades. One of the biggest things in the model hobby at the moment with 3D printers is which type of printer do you go for? I've gone for filament, but a lot of people are going for resin. But to start off with, a lot of the things I'll be doing will just be I'll need strength over beauty. And that's what I think is the difference. The resin one, you need to make sure that you do it safer than for filament. Both of them you need to make sure it's safe, but I once had it described to me as resin, you're working with poison. Filament, you're just working with fire. Should be back on that one. Where's that button? There's that button. Sorry about that. So, glue on all of these. Same on all of these. And for doors. Then glue on all of this. Unusual for me to get completely utterly confused on a Metcalfe kit. So now we've got glue on all that. Grab out 6 million clamps. Hold this. Oh, that's good. They're always a useful thing. It means that when someone like me come along and start making silly mistakes, they can easily start to fix it. So go and get that. This is going to end up with 6 million clamps on it. So that's now glued, and now we can find an outside for the building. So we got a main street outside. What would be interesting on a 3D printer is if it had the ability of doing both of the different types of printing. So you have both PLA and the other one, PLA and resin. So I've already learnt my mistake. This is a double fold piece. So that will wrap around the building as long as I don't break it. That haven't quite stamped properly, so the cut that doesn't quite go through. And let's go back to the screen while that's set for a moment and we can see whereabouts I am. So I've now got that, which go inside there. I'll leave it for another minute to set. Then we put that, so we then have a base to make, which we put in there, and then for the walls, then we can choose some windows for it and put them in. Oh, I think I know what they're saying with the windows. So you have a big frame and then you have an inner frame. Oh, that starts to make sense. I'll quickly make this bit while that's still setting. And then we can go and assemble for building. So let's go back to camera and play Find Report. So that's roof, that's floor. And then we have a restored base. So we fold that over, put it in like that. There's edges around for edge. Make sure the edges look good. Go into your big bucket of clamps and then clamp it. So if I go and put glue all over this, ready for put infrastructure in. And then in a second we can watch all of this either work nicely or fall into disaster. Why not clamp it from the front? That will make my life easier. So put these along the side. Then get up to the top. And around the last one, which is just here. So now we can stick the floor in downstairs. Let's put glue around the edge. And stand this on that. hold it all together. Okay, thank you for joining us, Mark, and good luck with your Christmas dinner. If I actually press some buttons, so if I go onto that one, oh, so go back to camera. I'll change that source, so just hold this for a minute or 20 while it's setting. Each. So if I go onto that one, so next I need to put these two side things in with the notches. So we then create the window display and put the window in. Then we put the window in there, put the display behind it. Or we can do some doors. We can do the revolving door. I think I'm going to do doors on this one. Then we put the floor in. Then we put the big window in. Then we put the floor on the top. Then put windows. Then we put the roof support on. Roof support and roofing. And then we're on a corner building. So how long have I been going? So I can not leave that just yet. With how long this is taking, it will just be this bit built on stream today. Let me go back to that one. With how long this is taking, it's just going to be this bit built on stream today. So that I'm not trying to rush to fit, to try to build everything. I'll build the rest in my own time over the next few weeks. So the problem I'm currently having is the top is quite heavy because it have the windows in it. So let me go onto screen. I'm going to do those doors. Which then go and get glued in just down there. And then we can go into that, but we've got about another 3-4 minutes, so if people want to go and get to a quick drink or something, I'll just sit here waiting for the glue to dry. But if I actually do that, I can do that and we can see how it's looking. So tell it to focus on the building. And you can see why it keep on trying to fall over. I'm not quite sure what the camera's trying to do. It's trying to track when I got the camera in the wrong mode. Give me a second. It's in photo mode. So there we go, using it back as a camera so it shouldn't be trying to focus. So the problem I currently got is if I remove the clamps, it will start to disintegrate, potentially. But it's too heavy for me to let go. So I think I'll gradually remove the clamps. And no, that's not a good idea just yet. So that's going to have to leave like that for a moment. I'm just going to have a quick drink. So you can see I'm getting there. And most of it's staying together. So if I go back to that one. So if I go to the cardboard sheet and take out the double door, and that's doors for the bottom. So poke out the windows. And then we stick the bit on the back. So we're looking for the double door, which is this one here. So we now line that up very carefully. And we have the doors ready to put in. But because I'm me, I just realised I missed a step. So release that. And then release this. Not like that. Definitely not like that. So for one bit I've left is a back wall which isn't needed just at the moment. So a nice bit of glue on there. I'm actually going to swap glues, as we had a much nicer result with this glue. And that glue. So I'll quickly go and hold that. Try to make sure that both of those are flush. And then we can fit our doors. So that's the doors. Then we fit this cardboard level in. Oh no, this one go in the middle, so that's not the one I need. It's one of these we need. So this, and hold everything together. So bit of glue, bit of glue, bit of glue, bit of glue, bit more glue, more glue, more glue, glue and glue. So that's all nice and flush there. So I'll find the cardboard sheet, the correct cardboard sheet. it's not that one. Oh, it's just over here. And just keep on putting this in just to make sure that everything's fitting nicely. So next we need to do more windows. So that goes out. So it's then this one for that floor. And then this one for the next floor. Normally I enjoy these kits. This one just seemed to be more complicated than normal. I'll get this section done, and then I'll build for the rest in my own time off camera. So we need the W2s on here. And then W1s. W1 on for the sheet buff. And glue around those. Yeah, definitely Graham. But it's years of practice. Then put glue along the sides of this. So it looked like that. Then we put glue on this. And stick it in there like so. So just hold this for a minute to glue. While that's doing that, I can make sure that that's in focus. And you can see what I've just done. I should really put that in again just to make sure that everything is nice and flush. So while that's doing that, I'll find the appropriate sheet. And go onto the camera. And stick that out. Stick those two out. And then stick glue on the top there, 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 and there. Gradually push this in. Eventually it will give and take it. Like so. Then we stick these two bits on. Hi David, good to have you there. You haven't missed much, you've only missed the fact that I've decided that this is potentially the worst Metcalfe kit I've done in a long time. The instructions are quite unclear, extremely tight tolerances, and just not that enjoyable. Could be the way I'm doing it, could be it's just a bad model. So check how that fit in it. It looked good, but it's just awkward. So we're up to that bit. I'm not going to worry about those windows, but I will put that roof in. I think the main problem with this is it got too much flexibility. So take that off. So put the corner bit in. On there. which are these two. I have swapped these to what I normally use because I enjoyed the... Yeah, Metcalfe, I'm surprised I'm struggling with it because Metcalfe are normally amazing. We all know I love Metcalfe, and I think the problem is they're trying to give you too many options. Which isn't really a bad thing, it's just normally it's step A, step B, step C, but the fact I also got the camera rolling, so I need to try to keep everyone entertained at the same time doesn't really help. If I do that, move that back, we can see how it's looking. So the roof, that looked quite good. The doors look good. And I will keep on building them. And now I've done one, I understand all the bits to keep an eye out for, and all the that is a slightly different kit to build compared to normal. But as we got this module built, I think I'm going to call it a day here. When I carry on building this, I'll do it on camera so I can share it with everyone. But if I carry on, I'm going to get frustrated and start making sillier mistakes. So I really appreciate everyone. Come on, face cam. There we go. So I really appreciate everyone being there. These models will be continued, but when I can have music blaring, which I can't do on the stream, I know I could put headphones in, but then I have the possibility of sound linking to the microphone and me getting demonetized. It's looking very good, and it will look really nice in the layout when you've got 4 of these and the 2 corner bits. It will look like a really nice department store and remind me a lot of the one in Brighton. But I'm going to leave it here, as my next video will be on the 14th of January. So all that's left from me is to say Happy Christmas, everyone, and a Happy New Year. I'll see you all next year. Remember to eat, sleep, and be merry. And